Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Bhutan. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, the Zandrung has taken charge. We are now national populace. I guess we can read his description here. The Zandrung Richmond Jime Dorji is the figure clouded in mystery. Some say that he's little better than a bandit, with few morals and no qualms while using violence to further his own goals. Other points to his devotion to Buddhism, though his several illegitimate wives conflict with these claims. Only one thing is entirely clear about the young religious leader. He truly views himself as the reincarnation of the great Nwang Nyamye, and wishes more than anything to reclaim the ancient power and glory of Bhutan. I'm sure he'll get that done. I believe in him. I'm assuming that you will not like us. I don't think any of our neighbors anymore are going to like us due to the fact that we are now national populist. Yeah, everyone around us kind of hates us. Which, I mean, fair. Fair enough, I guess. But I mean, I'm just a little hermit kingdom. I'm just trying my best in this world. Purchase 4 arms. How many guns do you think this buys us? My guess is 75. And I'm being very generous with that 75. Holy shit, it actually is 75. I am so good at this. Hit the political power for 75 guns. That sounds pretty bad. But you have to remember, for us to overcome a negative 141, it would take... Because it seems like every other day we produce something. Like, it's so bad that we actually don't generate output every single day. It's only every other day we produce any output. So I'm pretty sure this 1959 is actually about 4,000 days. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're like 4,000 days away. How... That's fucking what? 12 years to make 141 rifles? Wow. Okay. Incredible. Like, it's impressive, right? Like, what do we even have down here? Okay, so we got political power. Renovating the Zedongs. We can do you, but we cannot get... We cannot expand the capital. We can only go for the Zongs. I guarantee I'm not pronouncing that right. So, and I can't do you. Because we're not authoritarian democrat, we're not optional autocrat. Norway joining International. Political power, factory output %. We raid our neighbors. That actually could be useful. Stability, research speed, more political, or more party support. Which in turn basically is more political power. And more central authority. Dominate monasteries. 500 manpower. 10% attacks? Not terrible. We can't do you because we don't have Tencent Penjor as the Druk Yelpio. Which apparently we do need. So we are gaining political power even while we're taking a focus. Honestly, this maybe actually has been the best Bhutan has ever performed. Which is really saying something. Our center authority, it's only weak. It's not abysmal. We're not literally just in anarchy. No, with no center government whatsoever. Well, you know. Maybe one day. What do we need? We need to get into absolute center authority. How can he possibly do all of these? How could he possibly get enormous military investment, enormous industrial investment, and absolute central authority in time for that? There's no way. You have to fail this. There's no way you're not supposed to fail that decision event. I don't know what you want to call it. Finish military reforms. Bomb vulnerability. Cheaper equipment. I mean, that could be useful. We don't have, like, precarity central authority. Like, our central authority it's just bad. What do you want to do after you? I mean, what are the zongs? I mean, if I read the description. We must put the defensive, now keep the location when the remainder underdeveloped. Would you just give us... I'm assuming... You sound like you build fortifications and maybe increase central authority? But I can't I can't guarantee that's what you do. It's more of just a somewhat educated guess. But I don't know. What else? We got negative 10% consumer good factory doesn't fucking do anything. We have one factory. Wait, do we only have one factory? Do we not have a civilian factory? Wait, what? We have one military factory in use. Do we not have? I guess if we're trading it away, it's not counted as a factory in this. Anyway, consumer goods do literally freaking nothing. Unless we're over 50%. We're at 42. If we were to hit 50%, then I'm pretty sure this consumer good would go, or this factory and traded good would go into consumer good, I believe. Political power gains okay. 6% factory output honestly could prove to be rather fruitful. At this point, any percentage actually makes a big difference in production. And your stability plus 2%, research speed. I'm gonna go to show our strength first. Like, I feel like that has to be better. What's going on in the rest of the world? You know what? Well, Bhutan's doing its own thing. We do see there's a four-way civil war. Looks like the United States has chosen maybe the worst option for them right now. I mean, it does definitely weaken the CSA a decent amount. Or not CSA, the American Union state. As well as the Pacific states. Like, it could lead to a very quick PSA death. But I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I can see how you can make this civil war work. If you're to crush the Pacific states ASAP, and then I would say take over the American Union state and then focus everything on the Pacifics or on the CSA, that would be what I would do. Yeah, we're definitely failing at. There's no way you're not failing at. What do you need? Smuggle foreign arms. Which is you, which we cannot do quite yet. Again, it gives you 75 guns from Canada and the Bharatiya Commune. We see that you are going down the social democratic tree. Will that lead to joining International? We'll have to wait and see. We do see the International is not doing very, very well right now. At least not as well as I would say. In Mexico, I saw that they went democratic, which I believe means that they are social democrats. No, they are the radical socialist. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird situation. I don't think MacArthur can also can win their civil war. I don't think this front line is great for the AI. Yeah, but aside from that, I mean, the Qing, I think, are doing relatively okay. I think they are still they're very pro-German actually at the moment. And Canal, it looks like you're supporting the Feni government. So we might see the Qing authority slowly... I mean, the Qing government's already slowly eroded, but we might see that happen more and more. But aside from that... Syndicalism has spread to the Philippines. Again, it doesn't really matter. Like, the Philippines... I mean, I guess if they go socialist, they do lose, I think... Well, they can lose this island and that island to Germany's Asia. I believe Germany's Asia can claim those. But I'm not too sure how likely that actually is. Because, like, the Philippines joining, I mean, going socialist doesn't do anything. Some of them going liberal or going, you know, kind of authoritarian. It doesn't matter what the Philippines do. It kind of really sucks. Like, surprisingly, even though the Philippines can actually get several different factions to lead the country, it can't actually do anything with that, which is very weird. I think they can maybe join the Bharatiya Commune if they make the faction, but I've never seen the Bharatiya Commune make that faction. So anyway, the Chinese invade Tibet. Bhutan and Tibet have had long historical relationships, starting when the upstart Tibetan Lama fled the country with a considerable number of religious artifacts, forming the first Bhutanese nation through a series of valiant victories against the Tibetan opponents. Since then, our nations have oscillated between warm periods of alliance and trade and cooler periods of violence. While Tibet was still nominally vassal of the Qing Empire, it was King Yuan who went with the British to Lhasa and acted as an intermediary. Even after the Xinhai Revolution years, Tibet has been threatened by the warlords of the new Qing Empire. Today, word has arrived in Zamdrung reached its court. The Muslim black-dogs and the Ma families had descended upon Tibet foothills, attempting to subjugate the Himalayas once and for all. While we have offered our neighbors of support, we cannot afford to send any of our warriors north, while the Indian Republicans threaten our independence. We just gotta pray for India, even though, apparently we don't really like each other that much. We got a negative 30 opinion of them, they have a negative 30 opinion of us. But that opinion modifier, honestly, in Kaiserreich doesn't really mean anything. Even in the base game, I honestly don't know. Like, okay, honest question. Does, improve relations actually really do anything? You require... We can't get anything past you, so we'll go with... I guess we'll build more Zedongs, and we'll see what that ends up doing. By the way, we failed this, right? No, we have 14 days. We've almost failed it. We reap the spoils of war. Raid India. Okay, we can only raid one at a time. We'll raid India first. Yeah, why would we raid the biggest one of our neighbors first? That seems like probably a foolish thing to do, but, you know, here we are. Probably shouldn't raid Nepal first. That actually would have made way more sense. Yes, we got production efficiency cap. Let's go for factory output 15%. That actually is going to make a huge difference. Look at 1.15 rivals per week. Holy shit. Absolutely incredible. Which means that you are only going to take 807 days, as opposed to what I estimate was about 4,000. A substantial increase in production efficiency. I'm trying to think how much of a benefit. What is that, like 300%? I think. I might be wrong. Gandhi's taking power in the party commune. Switzerland has given up some territory to the French. I think aside from that, okay, Bulgaria's lost their war. I don't think you should be too surprised by that, though. You know, Hungary loses the war against, or not Hungary. Bulgaria losing a war against Serbia, Romania, Greece. It's to be expected. Again, I can't remember a time we've seen Bulgaria win. We've seen Bulgaria win, I think, in the 5th Balkan War or the 6th. I don't even know what Balkan War it is. Like when IMRO spawns in the south. The doorway to the Diars lie open. More than 70 years ago, noble leaders of Bhutan valiantly defended our rightful lands in Assam and Bengal 2 years against the murderous British and their Indian underlings. Since our defeat at the hands of these godless conquerors, our great kingdom has been reduced to little more than a puppet of our southern neighbors. We will stand for this injustice no longer. We will send our band of our finest warriors to reassert control over the northern Dwars and right the wrongs committed against our ancestors. Chances are that the Indians' menace is far too busy fighting their own brothers to notice our intrusion, and if we are successful, we will reap the wealth in fertile lands. Zandra Rapoche will lead an expedition to this land and show the Indians that we must respect our might. Warriors of Bhutan! We ride forth. So they can't do anything against you. Hopefully they don't want to kill me. Hey, Dominion of India. I'm sure, not Dominion of India, the Party Commune. I'm sure we can have friendly relations, right? We can be friends. Okay, so we failed this. So I guess actually this is just going to constantly go over and over and over again. It does get us back. No, we're already at week. They've declared war upon us. Our autosave was from yesterday. Is this just going to lead to us dying? Have I screwed up our playthrough already of our Bhutan? Yeah, maybe we should have invaded somebody else first. Hey, Bahardia Commune, how are you guys doing? I noticed that you're invading my lands now. And I don't have a save yet. No, I do not. Szechuan clique just annexed Tibet. Okay, cool. I don't think there's anything we can do to, to win this war. So... Hey, Bahardia Commune. Yeah... Well, we have like no defense because our armies suck. I guess we could do like a last stand with you, but I don't know how effective that's going to be. Hey, do one of you guys want to invade the Bahardia Commune? That'd actually be like really nice right now. Maybe we should have invaded Nepal first. In hindsight, that makes more sense. Actually, in hindsight, maybe it would have made no sense to invade anybody whatsoever. Because I'm pretty sure we're just about to die. Okay. Well, I'm dead. So, so nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I'm gonna try to tag. To me, this is the right tag for it. Do you even have a name? I mean, we're still trying to build more Dzongs. That's something, right? Roots of our might. Yeah, I mean... Okay, so Bhutan's had a bit of an issue, okay? Clearly, the situation has deteriorated massively. And I don't think there's any way you could possibly doubt that. Can we even do anything? We can actually still go down here, surprisingly. Apparently, it still thinks that, central authority, decentralization. I'm still gonna do some of this stuff. I'm gonna actually see if maybe anything could actually be done here. Let's trade again with Bardic Commune. Yeah, trade everything we have with you. We actually are now... We have 8 guns. We don't have an army anymore, though. Political power goes down. Political power goes down. So, I mean... Hi, Gandhi. Hermit Kingdom. We couldn't do any of these. Center authority goes down. Fund the schools. Somehow it still thinks that you are the regent. I'm really not too sure. The Dzongs are fortified monasteries which serve as religious, military, administration, and social centers. While many of the Dzongs of Bhutan were initially built in the late medieval period, they remain the focal points of the government power in the nation. The Dzongs are typically divided into 2 parts, with half of the fortress devoted to secular functions of the Penelope's governors, namely the governance of the feudal territory and defense against bandits and foreign invaders. The other half of these monasteries serve as a more religious function, primarily as a temple and housing for monks. This division between administration and religious functions reflect the ideal duality in Bhutan, where the role of the monks is critical to the success of the state. As we expand some of these fortresses, we have to negotiate or navigate through the nature of the purpose, either favoring a set element of their function or attempting to maintain the ancient balance. We get 1 fort. Maybe that would have been better a little bit while ago, but you know. Yeah, negative 55 political power. We'll take it. Why not? You know what I mean? Because right now the DNC. A global Nobel exile of socialist Indian agents, direct National Congress, a collection of misfits, founded in Calcutta following the crackdown against radical Gawang leaders. The Congress has done very little since the creation. However, the rise of Sarat Chandra Bose has brought increased Indian investment into the DNC. Intent on using the collection of dissidents to destabilize Bhutan, the revolutionary faction is the strongest within the party and advocates for the end of serfdom and the creation of a new socialist republic in the Himalayas. So, I mean... We got the Revolution, the Internationalist, and the Maximist. So yeah, I'm really not too sure what's supposed to happen now. I mean, I guess we'll try to train up 1 army unit. Or like, okay, are all the events broken now? I would imagine so, right? Like... Because I let myself get immediately invaded by the party commune, which wasn't my intention. Believe me. So, yeah. I'm surprised that it still believes that Juman Georgi reigns. Because he doesn't reign, right? Unless he's still in power, but just like in a kind of like figurehead role, like we're a socialist monarchy. I don't know. So I'm going to decide whether or not we're going to continue the series here or not. We're going to end the episode for now. But I've got to figure out what we're going to do. So thanks for watching. Have a great day and goodbye.